Welcome, everyone. My name is Maria DeRosa, and I am the founder of Ladies of the Kitchen. And well, first of all, let me tell you, for those of you who are just tuning in, I literally do my utmost best with enthusiasm to help women heal in their second chapter of life through the art of cooking. And once a month, and this month, I'm featuring this lovely lady on our 30-minute chat. So grab your beverage. We feature an amazing woman in their second chapter of life, recreating themselves. And today I have the honor of Andrea, who you see in the blue there. Isn't she beautiful? And she is the CEO of Andrea Holistic Beauty, which she created in her second chapter. And I'm going to let her tell you all about her amazing product, which she's got quite a few in her back pocket, but one of them that is just something that I think a lot of you haven't even heard about is sea moss. And we get into the questions, I just have to tell you, I think one of her best qualities for those of you that are going to have the pleasure of getting to know her is that I think for the Coachella Valley, she's a smile queen. She literally is. And that's a great title to have because no matter where she goes, she has a smile. She makes you feel good. You just automatically gravitate to her. And that's how we got connected, was because she just put on a smile and said hello. So welcome, Andrea.
Hello again, Maria. You are absolutely right. We have that spontaneity of saying hello to people because we're vibrant. We know that we are over that age, but just to be over that age is it's a new chapter in our life. And so from one beautiful lady to another one, namaste.
Oh, thank you. So in honor of you, I'm drinking my tea with a little bit of collagen in it. And I know people there are, and you're drinking yours, are so curious to know what the heck you did in your second chapter, how you got there. And if you want to start about CMOS, throw that in too, because that's a big, hairy question. Second chapter, holistic beauty and CMOS. Oh my gosh. Start wherever you want to with all that.
Well, we might as well start where you began. I'm drinking my tea and I have a dollop of sea moss in my tea. I got started. I think it was probably, I'm gonna give you the short version because we don't have an hour. But I retired in 2007, but I'm from the Bay Area. And in the 1970s, probably 1970s on, my then boyfriend, who would eventually become my husband, took me to downtown San Francisco to the hippie era. I wanted to get into, I don't know what I want to get into. I just want to go there because it was such a beautiful sight. Hippie, our era was just beautiful.
It
Well,
was.
eventually I got into the holistic part of it. And it just kind of went with me. We went from Central California all the way to Northern California down to the bottom of Southern California. And when you change climates like that, you have a tendency to pretty much your body is changing over. So your body is kind of open. Anything can happen. If you notice, if you travel, especially over to Europe, which we have 3 times, you have to change or acclimate to their weather. And it takes about 2 days. But when you're leaving from one area to another, your whole body has to acclimate from coldness to heat. So I found out about CMOS, but I started CMOS very early. But as life carried on, I got away from it. I thought I was young. I thought I was healthy, and just got away with it and just venture on in my life, still in a holistic way, but not as prevalent that I should have.
Now, you said you have it in your tea. For those of that aren't that familiar, is sea moss like a powder? Is it, you might want to kind of explain like where it comes from and how you use it.
I happen to, I knew you were going to ask that, Maria, and I did this specifically in my kitchen because this is where I make the magic.
Okay.
This is sea moss.
Okay.
And how it comes out, this one is the wild crafted, and until they're paying me, I'm not going to say anymore. But but this is the sea moss. My hands are clean because I'm in the kitchen.
Right.
And this is what it looks like
Okay.
when it comes out. All it is algae from the sea.
Which is a good thing, right? Because
sea moss is your body, the human body needs 108 minerals in their body to survive. That's just called human life. Well, the sea, the foods of the God, it has 92 minerals of that 108 or 102, I forget, that you need for your body. So that in itself tells you what is healthy for you.
Yeah.
And this, I call this the foods of the God.
So then you just take a little bit of it to make your tea, right? You don't need a lot.
Yeah. What I do is, I am sorry to move away, but I wanted to kind of show you. When you do this, this is just the beginning, and then you prepare it. But to answer your question, I'm actually making sea moss over here because I have 10 orders that have to go out. So this is the sea moss, and there are my jars and some more sea moss. When you soak it, I don't know if you can see it, Maria, but you can't. But let me try to.
Okay. That's okay. So is it more like in liquid form? Oh, okay. Yes, we can see it.
You soak it.
Uh-huh.
And you can soak it, but for the tea, what I do, at the end result, it comes out like this.
And then you just need a little bit with your tea?
You can put a teaspoon, or you can put a tablespoon. A lot of the people that I sell this to, they're like law enforcement, so they put a whole tablespoon in it. I only do a teaspoon because I've been doing it for so long. I don't really need that much anymore.
Right.
But that's
its flavor. What's its flavor like?
There is no flavor. It is completely bland of any flavor. But remember, it comes from where? The sea. So you're going to smell the sea, excuse me. Right. You're going to smell that sea after you soak it. And I don't try to soak it no more than 2 days. And you'll smell it, but you will not taste it. People are so surprised, but I always say, before I even say that, I want to let everyone know, before you try sea moss, this is a disclaimer. Always remember to consult with your doctor about if it's goes with you, because if you're on blood thinner, it might not be conducive for you to take that. So, and it might be even better.
Right. You just don't know until that particular, and that's what's so unique about the human body, because.
Right. So, but I don't know. Some things trigger. So always consult with your doctor. But
Yeah.
to continue on, it really goes into your body, and about a week you'll start feeling. I just got a review from one of my customers in Phoenix, Arizona, and actually in Glendale. A senior, she's a senior. I'm getting ready to send all this stuff out to her right now. I think she's giving it away at the senior citizen, but she gave me a great review. She says about a week later, she she can instantly start feeling that she had a lot more energy, a lot more pep in her step, and her body, her arms, her joints, her phalanges, uh, everything that it wasn't giving her a total miracle, but she can feel that it made a difference in her body.
You know what? I love what you
So,
were saying in the beginning about the minerals because in our second chapter of life, as you well know, is when a lot of these nutrients and minerals start to dissipate just because of the aging factor. And so we have
that's
to
correct.
somehow compensate for that. And the only other product that I know of besides sea moss that really comes from the sea that is ingested for us and is really good is the marine collagen. And the marine collagen, along with the sea moss, which I do the collagen, by the way, I'm going to get some from you on the sea moss, is amazing. And not only that, it helps with, especially for women, your flexibility, your skin, which we both live in the desert, so we know what that's all about.
Yeah.
I'd love to have people know about you, though, is a little bit about you in terms of your morning routine, because you're kind of like me. There's certain things that you want to do no matter what in your morning that helps you maintain your energy and your health. So just kind of tell me a little bit what your morning routine is like. I think people would like to hear it because people sometimes think that just because we're seniors, we sleep into like 10, which we can, we have that choice, but we
We
don't have to sleep
can.
in till 10, you know?
Well, one thing about my morning routine, I retired in 2007. And I made sure that I didn't get into, I was only 52 years old when I did it. So I didn't want to get into that routine of being old grandma or just a elderly. I wasn't elderly. So I continued from that era, which was 17 years ago. My
Okay.
morning routine is now
Uh-huh.
I will sleep in till maybe 8. After
Okay.
8 o'clock, I can't really sleep in. It makes me lethargic, more tired than what I was trying to appease myself with. And I get up without a doubt. I either have me a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. My husband has a cup of tea. We melt our sea moss because you need to melt it, or it'll take a moment um, to melt in your hot water.
Mhm.
And we stir it up. We turn to see what we're doing, the news. Then we get up. Either way, we went hiking yesterday at the Bump and Grind.
Oh, good. So
Um,
you do
but
some
we
form
just
of exercise.
move
Yeah, you move. Movement is
and
so
we
crucial.
exercise.
Yep.
Right. The elderly, according to the medical board, anyone over, I think, 65 is elderly. I was so upset when they told me that.
Yeah, me
But
too.
we just, yes, wasn't that sad? But we exercise, we keep our body going. We go to the gym. I just happen to be very lucky. I have a gym in my house. So I go there, but I still have a membership at another gym. And we exercise. We try to eat healthy. But my morning routine is cup of coffee, muffin, or breakfast a burrito, or tomato, basil, and some balsamic vinegar. That's my favorite.
I love
That's
it. So,
my favorite.
do you feel that what was your first job, and do you feel like your first job really helped you in any way to be where you are today?
That's a good question, Maria, because my first job was as a nurse.
Oh, wonderful.
Um, our school opened up a nursing program in 1969, and I graduated, my sister and I graduated in 1970. So we did the whole year of the nursing program, and we came out of that program in our senior class year with a certified nursing, as a certified nursing aide. So we were certified, and we went to work at the convalescent hospital. I graduated at 16, so we were like 15, 16 when we were in the program. But
I
we
love what you're saying because you are literally always had this focus not only of caring for others, but
I'm a
always around
caretaker.
health and the body and caring about it and nurturing it and loving it like a temple.
And
I
that's what it did, Maria. It actually, my mother was holistic, very, very holistic. Hers was more a spiritual thing. She's from Louisiana. So if anyone from Louisiana understand what I'm talking about. So that's how I got started holistically, because of my family history and the heritage of me, them practicing different things.
yeah.
And I have an uncle that will be 96 next month. So we believe in longevity. So, but my mother always said the secret to life was what? Tea. Tea passed away in 91. She drank tea every day. She didn't have sea moss in it, but I think the sea moss is an added benefit.
And it's funny you should say that because almost every single culture and even a lot of religious traditions have
That's true.
some sort of tea ritual or belief and
Mm-hmm.
connection, and it's all related to nature. Whether
Mm-hmm.
it's something from the ground, a plant, a root, a seed, an herb, or from the sea, it always boils down to drink this beverage, connect with your roots, which is nature, and our water and our sea. I just love that.
I
So,
try to connect with the universe. That's one thing
yeah, it's so important.
about
So,
the universe. And when you spoke about marine collagen, that's actually what I take. I actually have some collagen in my tea, just a teaspoon, because
yeah, me too.
there's a lot of stuff that I'm taking, the sea moss and the collagen. The collagen is just for our skin,
Yeah.
our hair, our body. I love the collagen because it streamlines me. I'm a little bit too streamlined. Like,
I say that too. So, girl, since we're talking about the universe, who in your universe
yes,
do you look up to and why?
my mother, because and she's no longer with us, but she's within the universe. She was the one that got me focused on the holistic way. Everybody else might not have seen it as holistic. It was more spirituality and stuff.
Yeah.
But my mother only believed in one God, so she didn't, put that all in. Like, but the universe, she was totally into the universe. She and my father were married for 73 years. And I always remember, I said, Daddy, why are you taking those pale pills? He said, well, your mother has come up with some of her voodoo stuff. And she said, I'm going to live a long time if I listen to her. Well, he lived to 91 too. So,
God
and they
bless.
had a great life, physical, mental, and sexual. So, Um, I think
Yeah, that's
that's a
very
key
special.
components in life.
So do you feel now at your beautiful ripe age of what they call over 65, a senior, do you feel that you've arrived at your,
We are the new 50s.
do you feel that you've arrived at, you know how some people say, oh, this is my aha moment in time. Do you feel you've already had it? Do you feel it's coming, or do you feel it's always been?
That's another great question, Maria, but I don't know how to answer it. And let me explain why I cannot answer it.
Okay.
When I was in my 40s, when I was in my 20s, I was in my 110 and 120 weight. When I got to 30, 130. When I got to 40, 140. When I got to my 50s, 150s. I got to my 60s, went into my 160s, and I said, hell no. I am here ready to go over to the next decade, and I am not going to do that. I can't blow up. I am not my grandmother's. I love my grandmother, but I emulated my mother who looked young way past, her 70s and 80s. So my aha moment was when I really settled down and got into my holistic ways and started. Well, I had a girlfriend who said one thing to me. She said, Andrea, you have to remember to go back to your old ways that worked with you. And then my daughter said, Mother, you need to start writing down the things that has kept you healthy. I was a runner, very athletic. My father was a pro football player, so quite naturally, my sisters and I are very athletic. But when I went back to the old ways, guess what? At our age, Maria, and I know you're a little tiny thing, but this morning I was 141 pounds. I stay under 145 pounds. And that was my aha moment that no matter, we can be beautiful inside and out
Yes.
at any age. But it's our mentality. And as the long hot summer was, mendacity of us
Yeah.
that we that we get caught up in this age thing. But
And the
look at
body image thing,
the
when
body image.
some people shine better at 150 than they do at 110.
Yes, yes. Because
I've
I was a little
seen
skinny thing.
gorgeous women that
Mm-hmm.
some people might say, well, she's whatever judgment that our society places on that person. And to me, she's beautiful because she's happy. She's able to move.
Only if she loves herself, because I've seen skinny people, I've seen obese people that just love themselves, but then I've seen the opposite where they're detrimental to themselves. And those
Exactly.
are the people I sought after, Maria. I'm a caretaker. I was in the post office about 3 months ago, and some lady said, "Oh, are you shipping out something for birthdays?" I said, "Oh no, these are orders for CMOS." So she asked me about CMOS. There must have been 20 people in the line. By the time I left out of there, I had 10 orders.
Oh,
And they asked me about the benefits and everything, and I was taking orders because people, and those are now my customers, and they're feeling good about themselves. So those are my aha moments, Maria.
oh, I love it. So I think you kind of alluded to this, but if there was some particular way you would want to be remembered, how would that be?
Well, it has nothing to do with food, but I would want to be remembered by my family, who, by the way, I have all my children and grandkids because they're sport athlete. They do CMOS too, whether it's liquid sea moss or the peel forms or the liquid, or the gel. But I want to be remembered by my children and grandchildren because they're my legacy. I have 10 grandkids, 2 of them are in college right now, and they're doing fantastic. I have 6 teenagers for grandkids and 4 little ones. Those are the ones, that's what I want to be remembered by. My husband and I are bringing in the next generation that needs to totally save America right now.
Yes.
That's what I want. By my legacy that's instilled in my children and my grandchildren. And as long as I can keep them healthy, Maria, I think I will have that as another aha moment, which is already there, but with continuation.
I think you've done a good job so far from what I
Thank
know
you.
of you and how much you love your family, your pictures with them that I see all the time, your stories about them, your concern for them. It seems like you took
And
your mom's legacy, you lived it, and now you're passing it on. So I truly believe you will be remembered by them in every which way possible. So I have one more
thank
question
you.
that we're going to ask people. I mean, we're going to ask you so you can tell people where to find you. But before we go there, I have just one more.
Mhm.
So tell me if there is a particular like book or resource or practice that you do that you feel really helps you? Like, are you always reading up on this, or are you always doing yoga because of this? Is there any one particular little thing that makes you kind of different than the average next door lady?
I I practice a lot of things that are healthy for me. Being a holistic user, I'm not a novice, but I'm not an expert holistic. I don't teach it, but I preach it. I actually, try to preach what I learn and how I live. But the I have a lot of things, and one of the books, and it's so crazy you should ask that, is it stays in my kitchen.
Oh, okay.
And this is one of my books.
Oh,
Is
aromatherapy.
Indulge Yourself with Aromatherapy. I've had this book since 1978, I think.
I love that.
Um, it was $24.95 then, but I picked it up out of I think it was called Salvation Army. Do they still have Salvation Army?
Yeah, remember
I
those?
picked this
Yeah.
book up a long time ago, and I have probably 200 aromatherapy, essential oils. But this is what binds me because of the different things that it helps. You can
Yeah.
rub it on your forehead and get rid of a headache. Rub it on your feet, especially when you have
Get rid of
arthritis of the feet.
mosquito bites.
Yes, the mosquito bite, that's the oregano and stuff.
Right.
But this is one of my favorite because this is how I got started. This
Wonderful.
book.
Oh, that's so great to know. So go ahead and lead us into where people can find you, because I'm sure somebody's going to want to know more about CMOS and where to get it and a little bit more about you. So go let us know.
Okay, right now it's word of mouth. I but my website isn't up yet. As Maria knows, I had surgery 6 weeks ago, and because of my C, and they were excited about the fast closure. But my name is Andrea Terry. You can call me at area code 442-599-3870. or you can go to my website, uh, iceberg21 at icloud.com.
And for
Now,
everyone, I'll make sure to put all this down for everyone because I'm sure they're not scrambling, but so we'll make sure to get it right
right,
for everyone.
and that's I is in igloo, Z is in zebra, E is in Edward, B is in board, E is in Edward, R is in red, G is in God, 21 at iCloud.com. So if you want some, my price, if I do not have to ship it out for a 16 ounce looks like this. As you can see, this is the most popular, the 16 ounce, and this is $25. If I have to ship it out, it becomes $30. Your first purchase, you get a little bonus. You'll get an 8 ounce of, straight. And what I do two different sea moss. I do turmeric, which is my favorite. Nobody want our straight. This is the turmeric. This is the color of the turmeric.
And we know turmeric's good for us, that's for sure.
Turmeric is, because I live in the Palm Springs, Coachella Valley, there's a lot of older customers, of course, quite naturally. Even up north, I send a lot up north, so I have to charge them a little bit more. But people love the turmeric. The straight, I like the straight, which is just your clear, and it's like a little kind of pasty looking, but it's really, really good.
And you'll be
People,
able to answer questions and everything when they send you a text or call.
yeah,
I'm sure there'll be people that'll want to know different things to take to their doctor or nurse. But the fact that you have found it, it has worked, and you're not
yeah.
alone, okay, is speaking volumes in itself. So we've come to the end, everyone. I so thank you for your time, Andrea. You educated
Thank you,
us
Maria, for
on an
having me.
amazing product that's just so good for us because, like you said, it comes from the universe, the sea,
Yeah,
and some of our best things we've forgotten, some of our best things we've forgotten with manufacturing, with adding preservatives. We've forgotten that the basics are really what really makes our bodies function. So, with that said, everyone, go drink a good cup of tea and you'll get some stuff to put in it with Andrea's help. And we'll see you next time on Ladies
namaste.
and Bye.